2006 was our first main stage Rock am Ring. Kind of the lineup, I think it was Trivium, Avenged, and then us, or us and I can't remember. Those were the first three bands, you know, and those were it was us, Trivium, and Avenged as well that did that Metallica gig. So there seemed to be this kind of pattern emerging during that time, and you know, all three of us are still doing what we do as well, you know. So it's amazing that we've come up the last 10 years with certain bands and we're all still doing it and still relevant, you know. It's awesome. But yeah, I still remember that main stage slot, you know. I was kind of, you know, super nervous, super excited, kind of, you know, a bundle of emotions all into one, you know. They're quite extreme, you know, quite extreme shows doing these things. You know, my life is really good, man. I'm super content and I'm a happy dad, and, you know, I love what I do. So trying to challenge that into your music is not a good recipe for heavy metal, you know. So for me, it was just revisiting the days growing up, which wasn't so positive and wasn't so cool when I was like in my early teens, in school, getting beat up a lot and picked on. And, you know, I was a victim of bullying, like, constantly. So it was just kind of challenging kind of those kind of moments that affected me growing up emotionally, and channeling that back into the music to make it super pissed off, you know. Yeah, so when my son was born, it just definitely did change me for the better. You know, I was never like super self-centered or selfish person, you know, but like having him did make me look differently at life and how to go about things, and, you know, just really evaluate what is important. As much as kind of I love the band and stuff, you know, like family and friends, and obviously my little one now is take priority for everything, and it just made me a better person, really, you know. It just made me, like I said, evaluate life, and just kind of everything I do now is to support him and make sure that his upbringing is badass, you know. Yeah, I remember losing the voice very well, you know. It was the end of the Poison cycle in the UK, and I'd had problems for months leading up to that point. And I remember being on stage in Edinburgh on a headline show, and like the first song came in, I opened my mouth and nothing was really coming out. And then after about 3 songs, we just kind of just pulled it, you know. And it was heartbreaking. It's like everything we'd worked for nearly 10 years before the band got signed, and then supporting this debut record, which was blowing up around the world, you know, and just trying to capitalize on that, and then not being able to do my job was just heartbreaking. I thought that was it, you know. I really thought that it was done. So yeah, it was super hard, but, you know, kind of regrouped, had a tonsillectomy to kind of get rid of the tonsils and all the infections that kept reoccurring, and started from speech therapy up to vocal coaching and stuff like that. So yeah, really dark time, a very dark time, you know. And that didn't go away for about 2.5 years. Yeah, it was just kind of that, just more of a mental battle, really, you know, just kind of having the highest high of just supporting the Poison and how well that did globally. You know, it was an incredible couple of years of my life, and then it ended in such a crappy way. So it was more kind of a psychological battle. Like, my confidence was shattered. I didn't want to get on stage, didn't want to do it anymore, you know, but just kind of the boys rallied round, and family and friends, you know, you say, you know, you've got to get through this, you know. So we kind of, like I said, started at the bottom at kind of a speech therapy class, because I couldn't project my voice more than about a meter in front of me. You know, if I was trying to talk to you right now and shout something to you, I couldn't do it. It was the most bizarre feeling. You know, I could speak, but then when I went to kind of push my voice to kind of throw it like a couple of meters in front, I couldn't do it. So then I had to start like blowing pieces of paper over and all this crap. It was insane, man. It was such a horrible time. On a show day, it's about a 30-minute warm-up, about 40 minutes before stage. So about 40 minutes pre-show, I'll do like my warm-ups. For the next 10 minutes, I'll kind of rest, and then do another couple of little weird noises as we're going on stage, and off we go. And usually that kind of does the job, you know. So kind of found my little routine. I kind of stick to it. So.